strength, and now no force in the universe will stop me.
Hello, Bots and Books fans, this is Scorp1701, and tonight we'll be taking a look at our final figure for the December Siege. It's also the final figure for 2019, for this will be the final review I can get out this year, and last review of the decade, last review of Transformers Siege, because this is the final Siege figure that I have planned to review. Unless I come across the Jetfire or the Omega Supreme, of course. So, wow, this is the end of the year, and what a year it has been. And I am very happy to be able to close out the year sort of the way we opened it, with a Transformers Siege Optimus Prime. But this is the exclusive Walmart 35th Anniversary Siege Optimus Prime. And as you can see, he comes in a regular Siege type box, except on the right side, you have completely red, except for the Transformers More Than Meets the Eyes logo, done in some white, 35, Autobot symbol here, and at the very bottom, 1984 through 2019. And at the top, the red continues with a raised Autobot symbol there. It says Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. And on the side of the box, you have the arc blasting off like we usually have. And the Transformers Authentic symbol, Transformers Siege War for Cybertron. On the back, you have Optimus, who can turn into a robot and to a truck, which we've known and we've seen. And let's see, we have some credits for the bottom of the box right here, barcode, all that other stuff on the bottom of the box. You still have some words and stuff, but nothing too interesting. So, yeah, that is it for the box. There is no blacklight code on this box. Special 35th anniversary editions don't have them, I guess. But, yeah. And let's go ahead and get Optimus out and see what he can do. And here we have Prime out of the box. And he comes with a set of very nice instructions that help you flip and flop him from a truck to a robot and from a robot to a truck. He comes with a nice energy rifle, exactly like the one that he came with when we first reviewed him at the beginning of the year. It is a kind of a grayish color, but you can see if you flip to this side, it does have some very nice light gray streaks to simulate like shading for cell shading for cartoons, because he is animated. That's awesome. He also comes with his shield slash axe, which I still find no use for, but hey, it's still pretty neat. It's black, and it has again that light gray shading on it. You can see the Autobot symbol right there. And if you transform it, bring this down, and bring out the side panel here, bring it down. And then this side goes up. Yeah. Ooh. You have a Energy X. Not really Energy X, but hey, you know, it's not orange or anything. It's black and white, and a lot of nice silver to it. So I guess they didn't want to go with the actual cartoon orange. But they did want to go with the cell shading too. So that's pretty neat, and that is his X. And that's it for accessories. And that brings us to Optimus himself. And oh my gosh, this truck, this figure is so neat. And it's like, when I got him out and transformed him, it's like you're just holding a cartoon. It's so cool. We'll get a very close look on his front here. You see all the windows are light blue, and they have that white effect, white paint that kind of makes it look like animated cell shading. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. I just don't know where to start. This guy is just so cool. The red's the fine. You still got, if you look a little closer, you still have some shading on the red, so that makes it look animated as well. His grill, shade there. White for the bumper. You can see the lights have a little bit of shading on them here. The midsection here is blue, which you didn't get on the other one. You had kind of a gray section there because it was the same paint as the top. On the sides, you have more shading, blue windows. The gas tanks, oh, that is so pretty. White and blue shade. And you got the Autobot symbol there. Some more light colors. So, like, the back, blue, nothing really different here. On the back, you have the nice tail lights painted. You got orange and yellow. That's very pretty. Again, on the front back paneling, you can see some shading here, but again, that's more for robot mode than it is actual for vehicle mode. And wow, this is just a very beautiful, well done painted truck. On the bottom, you can see just a bunch of painted details again that will come out in the robot mode. But anyway, that is it for his truck mode, and I am just so happy with this thing. 35th anniversary, animated, painted. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. What I would like it done on the Earthrise Optimus Prime, I think that would make a little more sense, but I don't know. Hasbro, I guess, wanted to hold off until 2020 to release that mold. But anyway, moving on. And for comparison, here he is with Ironhide, other Peter Cullen character from the original series. That looks nice, big. Here he is with Sideswipe. So put those guys over there. Here he is with Prowl. And we've seen these kind of comparisons in one way or the other for the last year, so you know it's not a big deal. And here he is with Hound, one of my favorites. Yeah, there you go. And that's pretty much a good group that we could look at him with. And I want to say he's a good fit, but he really isn't. And I only say that because his deco is animated and the other guys are regular. They got some scuff on them and they look more realistic. So he really won't fit in that well with them. I mean, he's a beautiful figure, don't get me wrong, but aesthetically wise, he's going to stick out. I mean, I guess people could say he needs to stick out. He's the leader, he's Optimus, but he just really won't look like the others. And that's kind of going to be a problem if you want to try to stick him in with your collection. I think he needs to be off by himself somewhere and, you know, on a desk or something. But anyway, moving on. And here Optimus is with the original Siege Optimus. And obviously you can tell that there's a big difference in the way these guys look. I mean, this Optimus kind of jumps out. He is so bright, so in your face kind of anime. And this guy is kind of a darker, you know, blue, translucent plastic kind of guy. But, you know, that's just how it was supposed to be. And they are the same toy, nothing different, no molds. Other thing change is the paint job. So that is going to be it for your comparison on them. I think the real good difference, again, we'll see, is going to be in robot mode. So anyway, do an added cut, but I wanted to also show you comparison in truck mode, where if you open up the windshields, which you can see that this side you have like a little gray matrix looking section in there with the original, And with the 35th anniversary, you pop this open, and it's basically all red. So they didn't really pick out anything in detail in there. So interesting comparison that I thought we should take a look at real quick. Nothing too great. But anyway, on to transformation. Alright, for transformation, what we'll do is we'll start at the bottom here, pull out this side panel. It's going to be a little tight because it's a new figure. It should be, and tolerances are good, again, as opposed to one we've been transforming all year. Move the cab up a little bit to do the leg thing, and split the legs, bring these two pieces down. Now, what we can do is move this tire section over to the side. So it'll be a little tight, but just pop it over there. It will go, there you go, like that. And then what we'll do is we'll pop this little white piece out of the gas tank tab, and it will peg right over here into the square to fill out the back of the leg. Like so. If we can get it in there, there we go. And then form a foot. Alright. And then we can turn that around because this is going to be the front of the foot. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Bring the wheels around. Bring this gas tank down to the side. Tab out this little white thing so it can be put in this little square hole to fill out the back of the leg. Form the foot. And slide it around, and there Optimus has legs. Yay! But there's still a little ways to go. So what we will do now is come up to the top, and we'll start untabbing things. So first order of business is these headlights. Untab them. Then move these wheels down underneath. Get them out of the way, because we need some clearance. There's also a tab right here that we'll need to open. And then on this side, open sesame, and then we will open the windows. And that will free up this entire front part of the cab to go up, like so. We'll lift that, and these little compartments will go in. Start with the white part going down. That will tab into place. This will tab in, and this will tab in. And then we'll bring that down and leave that there for just a second because there's some other stuff we need to do. At this point, let's see, we can pull out the arms. Alright, and then you'll have this thing, top part panel that will go down to the back of the arm. And then this one will slide around to the inside of the arm. And that will create his arm. Yay! And the smokestacks bring down, make sure they're down, like that. And then we could do that on the other side. So bring this around on the inside, and this will swing around to the back side, and then you have an arm. Now, these wheels can now come up into this cavity on the side, which is really cool. And pop into place there, or snap into place actually. And then on this side, do the same thing. And that will bring us room to get his pelvis up, like that. Now bring the arms down. We're almost done. Bring his head up, out. Come on. Come on, Optimus. It's really, like I said, it was really tight. Hang on. Why are you not coming out? I think his horn got stuck on the side of the side there. I may have to do this off camera. Hang on just a second. And there we go, his head. Okay, so yeah, if the head kind of gets twisted, it will get stuck on the side there, so make sure that it goes down straight. Alright, now that his head is out, close up the panels, make sure this is flush, so you have a nice, even look there. And this back part will twist all the way around, and it will tab into these two tabs right here on his back, into these two little slots that are almost incomprehensibly seen right there. And it's just measured right, so it will automatically go slap down in there. And boom! There you have Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And in robot mode, Optimus Prime stands at approximately 7 inches tall, and he is just gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I can't say enough about this figure. I mean, the same figure, it's just the paint makes all the difference on this guy. Let's get a little closer look. And taking a closer look on his head, oh, look at those eyes. His helmet's a nice blue, and you can see he has some silver for his crest there. And his nice blue eyes on the gray in the back. His faceplate has the first bit of cell shading that we'll see on this figure. Light gray there, nice yellow lights on top of the cab, windows. We saw all this, the rest of the front in robot truck mode, so there's nothing really new that we can see. But the arms, the hands are out now. Oh, have some nice yellow detail on the forearm. It's a little scuffed on mine, and on this side they kind of didn't go all the way across with it, so that's kind of a bummer. But going down to his chest and midsection, you have some nice shaded detail on the abdomen, and this yellow, oh, that is so pretty for his belt type thing. He's got the blue for the midsection. Legs are nicely white. They were gray on the other figure, we'll see in a minute. And the shades going down on the legs, that's very pretty there. I can't say enough about that. See, these little toes are orange and yellow. That's just, oh, that's just Prime is what that is. Alright, and for our articulation, basically his head will go around 360 degrees. It can look up a little bit based on this little panel on the chest, and it can look down a little bit. So he got that. Arms 360 degrees. He does have a bicep swivel, elbow bend, goes up, which is nice, and his hand can go all the way around like so. That's pretty neat. And he does have kind of a waist swivel he's got going on there, so it can go around. Now you can kind of fake a bicep swivel because his legs can go all the way, well, not all the way up, but most of the way up like that, and you can kind of fake it by going ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, but that's basically just the leg hinge going on. Legs can go out to the side. They can rotate here at the thigh. You can hear a nice pop there. They go up a little bit, back to a little bit of extent. But this backpack's going to get in the way there. His knee bend can go that extent. And, you know, his whole bottom part can twist around. I guess you want to call that like a boot cut if you want to. His foot can rock a little bit that way. It can go down, but not really much up. So, and that's all part of the transformation. So that is it for his articulation, and it's really good. This is a very articulated figure, and you can get him in a lot of dynamic poses, whichever suits your fancy. And here you see Optimus with his laser rifle, and it's huge, as all Optimus laser rifles should be. That is pretty nice right there. And here you have Optimus with his shield. If you want to use it, it can just port into any of the ports on the side there. Here, or you can even go up here if you want to, kind of have a pauldron, if that is more your liking, but I don't know. I don't like this thing at all. But it's there, so you gotta do something with it. And you can transform it into the axe. Hang on just a second. I'll just go down. If you're so inclined. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, sorry about that. Again, like I said, new tolerances are tight, which is actually pretty good. A good thing. So you can have him hold it like that, and he can go chopping down. Chopping! If that is something that you'd like to do with Optimus and have him have a nice murderous axe. But anyway, I don't like that. So he's not going to ever carry the axe for me. Anyway, moving on. And for comparison, here Optimus is with the rest of his bots. Prowl, Sideswipe, Ironhide, and Hound. And again, he looks great. Prime does. I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from him, but he just doesn't fit into the aesthetic of these other bots. They're all worn and damaged and look real good and realistic almost, and he looks cartoony. So, I mean, he's a great figure, but I wouldn't put him on the shelf in this collection, and that's just me. I mean, they're your toys. You can display them how you want to, but again, it's too bright, stands out, and I think he deserves to be in a place of honor by himself, I guess. And for the final comparison, here he is with the Siege War for Cybertron original Optimus Prime. And yeah, again, the aesthetic is just going to be different. The paint scheme, and obviously he is more vibrant, bright, and just stamps right out of a cartoon, as opposed to this guy who's more battle-worn and weary and fits the rest of the bots perfectly. So basically, you know, that's how they're going to look. Same toy, different aesthetic. That is all. And for a little closer comparison, get them side by side so we can do a scroll down. Yeah. That is very pretty. These figures, I like them both. There's no doubt that Hasbro did a real good job on the Siege line and giving us the Optimus Prime for this. And I'm very happy with it. But the 35th anniversary animated edition, just blows, you know, this one out of the park. And the fact that, you know, it's something that a lot of collectors have always wanted, cartoon accurate Optimus Prime. Even though the Transform's not that great, I think the Transform again would have been better with the Earthrise Optimus Prime, but hey, who knows down the road what they're going to be giving us. So anyway, that is it for the comparison of the new Optimus and the old Optimus. And this has been the Walmart exclusive 35th anniversary War for Cybertron Siege Optimus Prime. And there has not been an Optimus Prime put out in the Chug line, I should say, that is so accurate to the cartoon that I can think of. I know the Masterpiece 45 came out, or 44, and he was obviously more accurate to the cartoon, but hey, he was like $500, so I'm not going to get him. But this, if you want something that looks exactly like Optimus Prime from the cartoon, and you don't want to mind the Cybertronium Chuck mode, this is your guy. Exclusive at Walmart, it was like $40. You might be able to still find him, and he is very pretty. You probably won't be able to put him down, and yep. So that's pretty much it for him. And that's pretty much it for the year and Transformers Siege. I thought they had a lot of great figures in this line. I like the G1 characters. I didn't really bother picking up the ones that I didn't know about or I didn't know. And guys, that's it for this year. Stay tuned. Next year we'll be coming right back at you. We got a lot of new stuff, new Transformers, new Thundercats, new X-Men, I guess. So stay tuned and have a great and prosperous new year. And I'll catch you later.
Hang on to your dreams. The future is built on dreams. Hang on.
And now, my friend, you have a special honor of going into not only the museum, but on the Prime Shelf. Here is your place of honor, where you will stay